Hey there, folks, and welcome to another GT7 Weeklies of March Week 4. Or in other words, March 21st to 27th. Starting with the FF Challenge 450 at high speed range. And this one, I am driving the Fit Hybrid 2014, which, or hybrid, this is like one of the best hybrids to drive, besides the NSX and probably some other various LMP hybrid cars. But yeah, this is definitely one of the best hybrid cars. In terms of basic passenger hybrid cars, it's one of the best to me. So this thing can hit 550 pp, just say, and as a 500 pp car, it's still pretty good. As a hybrid system will back you up for whenever you're throttling down the fronts when it comes to like high braking stuff, although that ain't ever gonna happen in this track because it's high speed range. So it's high speed range is all about that momentum at the end of it. Which again, where's NASCAR, damn it, because this is a perfect track for that situation. But yeah, no, we don't have NASCAR yet. Then we got Fit Hybrid. But yeah, Fit Hybrid, not too bad. Fun little car. It's like, basically, I would say the Civic's beginning days if you just gave it a hybrid system. Which, by progressively, that's technically better, I would think. I would think that, but yeah. Yeah, but this is basically nonchalant driving is at 550. But yeah, I ain't gonna follow the freaking 450 rules anymore, because I think I saw another article that talked about these, and I just know I saw the fingers when it came to 450. Because yeah, it's debatable if it's 450 sometimes, or if it's 400, because the opponents they throw in sometimes are higher than that. Much higher than that, especially if they're wearing sports hard tires. I would say in this situation though, I don't think I would say it's 450 in this situation. Oh yeah, also this car has 7 gears. This is 7-speed little hybrid car. I don't know if that technically means it's still a CVT at the end of the day, but it has 7-speed transmission, which is insane for a 2014 car. By the way, it's like, where is this for like the other 11 years of cars? Because 7-speed is like the most phenomenal transmission to go with, I must say. It is really, that's just crazy when I saw that. It's like, wow, it's a 7-speed. Yeah, I do find it's like 7 speed's that perfect transmission to ever have in any car, because it gives you a lot of potential in the acceleration of the car, and I think it's just the perfect spot, because if you go 8 speed or higher, then it just starts feeling weird. Unless that car hits like, I want to say 250, then it makes sense for the 8-speed. For something like 9-speed, because there is a 9-speed car, just to say. It's insane. But anyways, on to the European Sunday Cup 500 at the Eiger Nordland. I am driving the Maserati Merak SS of 1980s. Yeah, this car, pretty fun one, I gotta say. I didn't expect it to hit 600 though. But then again, it is a supercar. One of Maserati's supercars, besides the MC20 or the MC13 or whatever. I can't remember, but that's what they're usually known for, is those ones as well, for sure. But the Merak SS is a unique one they toss. But yeah, as the saying goes, yeah, we need more unique cars besides the basics and stuff. Considering I don't think, to this day, there's no mid-engine front-wheel drive yet, in terms of cars, I will say. Powertrain switch. I'm curious on why on that. My only guess is because you need a lot of weight in the front, I guess, to get more control in the car before it just peels out, because that's the biggest problem about FS, especially at high horsepower. They just freak out. That sucks. Yep, just driving the Merrick. It's supposed to be Merrick, not Merrick. There's a lot of pronunciation going on with his name here. But Merrick SS. Or it's Merrick Ishtar. Car that he probably would drive, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, the Merrick SS is a pretty fun car at the end of for classic. I just basically drive on down here. See the M3, the Mini Cooper, which I think that's a different M3 than normal. Slightly different. Not a lot, because it still has a couple of sauce at the end there. Oh, yeah, I basically just broke this event's backbone at the end of it. But I do think they're like engine tuned to be a little bit quicker than normal, so at least there's that going for them. But yeah, overall. Got another 208 GTI, then you got Megane RS, and then we got Golf 7 GTI. Got Delta HF Integrati, and RCZ DT9, a Pojo. That's a T silent. It's one of those cases where a T silent. Just there, don't mind it. This way. That's what's the fun part when it comes to pronunciations and stuff. I mean, worst case scenario, I could have called this the Marak. Wanna drive the Marak SS? How does this sound dirty? Yep, there's Golf 7 again. Gotta make sure to show the cinematics a little bit. At least I actually have enough time to show that. Just a bit. We're getting to the end here. But yeah, Ford F-150 sitting there, by the way. It's kind of weird to have a bunch of like a 2004, or not 2004, I would say 2003-ish F-150s, because 2004 is the one with the cube lights up front. But yeah, onto the Vision Grand Prix Trophy at the Kyoto Driving Park, Driving the Mazda Vision VGT Grade 1 version. I don't know if there's another version of this. But yep, driving this at 800 pp, so a lot less performance than it normally is. Because I have this more for Grade 2 race in the future. Which yeah, can you do it at 800 pp? Yeah, you can. It's fun. Yeah, it's like all these cars are wearing racing hard tires, and two competition cars to watch out for is the Jaguar and the Porsche VGTs. I think that's a good part they're called VGTs. You have to just stack them before you actually say VGT. Yeah, driving the high rotary Mazda that should exist someday, and hopefully exists someday. Sadly, I think rotary engines are banned since the 787B, so I don't think it will ever happen. If it does happen, they would just have to change the motor to something else. But I would still at least design this body and stuff, because this thing looks insane. Especially the cool on-hands HUD that it has. Yeah, this thing is definitely an evolution upon the 787B. Or should I say 787B? I don't know what's supposed to be. VGT, which, oh god. You got bad cars. But yeah, the VGTs are very mixed. You have mostly road car ones, like the Suzuki VGT there, or the GTI Roadster, or the GTI Super Sport. And then you have race car ones like the FT1 VGT, which is based around Grade 3 spec. You have the Pojo VGT, which is not technically a race car, but it has the race car kind of build to it. And then you have the Porsche VGT, just electric car, so that one's technically still a car. And then you have the Jaguar VGT, which also electric car, but it feels like a race car at the end of the. Although I will admit the 64 does look like a race car, and so does the BMW one too. You know, that BMW does eventually exist nowadays, called the BMW M2, but just without the crazy body it's got going on there. Yeah, that one technically exists, but you get the Revolta Zagato. Oh yeah, and then speaking of race car, you got the Mercedes-Benz race car, which is literally like the same performance as the regular Mercedes. But at least you have the cockpit view. That's the one thing it does have. Yeah, I will be showing the cockpit view here in a bit because some of these VGTs don't have it and some of these do. And the reason why some of them don't is because they've been there since like Grand Turismo 6. Like, I think the Concept XR is one of the like old ones besides the Mini Cub I can think of being an old one, and Volkswagen GTI is an old one. But that was back then when VGTs were kind of flourishing and they weren't, you know, shat on big time. Nowadays they're shat on big time because you just look at it, oh, $1 million, it's impossible to get. Dude, it's so easy to get $1 million now, you're freaking funny. I just, when I checked that one YouTuber's review, or not review, but his analysis about linking to VGTs, it's kind of scumbaggery, I'm not gonna lie. It's very scumbaggery. It just, like, it's not hard to get $1 million, I'm sorry to tell you. It's really not. You take the time. Unless you're just a casual F. As usual. Got too many of those. And not that we can't have them, because, you know, those are, you know, new players and such getting into the game. Although I say getting into the game loosely, because there's gonna be a point. It's like, you've done so many of these at this point, you're not counted as casual, you count as experience, a level of experience. But you know, I digress on that rant. But anyways, back to the race at hand, which yeah, I've just seen the Jaguar. But yeah, this thing's like a Batmobile. This is what the Batman should have drove instead of the Mercedes one. But yeah, the Mercedes VGT has appeared in one of the movies and such. I don't remember. And again, I for some reason also think it was Iron Man too. It's like it was one of the two. One of the two drove that Mercedes. That's what I'm saying, really. Cause yeah, some of these VGTs also exist too, so they're not, you know, you can't just shout them. They also exist. Although I hope that XR one don't, because that's stuck with the E-Cuts Cross. That I will mention. That Concept XR, that's not a cool concept. That's one of the most horrible concepts they've ever done, and I could prove it because how crappy its performance is. But the XR VGT is like one of the worst VGTs to me. Because it's a crossover, if they gave it a race build. It's already badly coefficient enough. That thing has struggles, I'm just going to say that now. Yeah, now I'm just driving it to victory, basically, which is not hard. Yeah, I'm driving a pan car for a monster prototype at the end of it. You know, when I say pan car, I actually refer to the prototypes, but the other reason why I call it a pan car, and a lot of people also call it a pan car, just because of its flat surface. Although you don't want it too flat, or otherwise you'll end up like the Mercedes CLR. Go look at the 24-hour commands for that. But yeah, looking at the Porsche VGT, this is like very high tech. I don't think this will ever happen. And if so, they would have to make glass behind those HUDs. They are magically appearing. You have to have some kind of light to hit that. You got the Pojo, which, yeah, I think Pojo's also in our old one too. Although I see loosely because there's two Pojos, because I do kind of believe it's like once these cars get made, I feel like the developer should turn around and go make another GT2, because, like, example, Toyota, they only made the FT1, I believe, so they should just go turn around and just go make another prototype car. Okay, the FT1 is the Supra that should have been the Supra, and not the Supra that we have with the BMW motor. That's just basically a, if you took the Z4 and you wash it in your style, that could be good in one way or good in another way, but at the end of the day, it just feels like a rebadge at the end of the day. Just with your professional tweaks at the end of the day, that's really it. And whatever else added to it, besides a terrible weak horn compared to BMW's horn. And then you have the GTI Roadster, which this thing, how does the windshield even cover you? To be honest, I hope it covers you. Yeah, there's the race version, which this thing looks insane for a HUD. Kinda looks like a PlayStation 3 kind of HUD of stats. Fine enough. Has other glowy bits. Yeah, that was the race version I was saying. Wait, that might have been. Oh god, I feel stupid now. Oh, okay, the race version doesn't have it. Okay, weird. I could have sworn I got the. Okay, well, I got that flipped around then. My bad. Anyways, the Honda Sport, which yeah, the Honda Sport looks so good. Because I'll say this again, the Honda Sport is something that Honda should have made instead of the NSX. I will fight on that branch. The Honda Sport should have been the supercar nowadays, because there's not much of an experiment anymore. Or just, you know, make a sports car that just has a standard that's not too experimental. Yeah, there's the Clubman, which yeah, I just passed the Clubman. Clubman's so slow. Although I say Clubman loosely, that thing looks like more of a Countryman than a Clubman. Because Countryman is Mini's answer to the SUV, while Clubman is a slightly bigger Mini Cooper. I don't know what's the best way to define it. What's the difference on a Clubman besides, you know, it has technically 4 doors. Actually, I say 4 doors loosely because it has like technically 3 doors, but one on the side, while the other doesn't have that. Which the one thing I just don't like about the Clubman, of the Gym Line Clubmans. I don't know about 2 and onwards on that. Yeah, that wraps that up for that race. Now on to the special event, which, yeah, special event, usually one of the best ones, which is the Dodge Viper 1 meg race again, but not just any silly Dodge Viper 1 meg race. This race, you need to tune your Viper, basically. So I am driving the Dodge Viper SRT10, or in other words, I like to call it the Dodge Viper Supercharged ACR, because yeah, it's not a normal SCR, and not gonna be. So you can't have the same canard splits for the front, so it's definitely not gonna look like one. It's kind of a similar look though, but is what I aim for. So yeah, I just went on my way to just add some vinyl on this one, because yeah, I was just gonna drive the Viper GTS 2002, but it's like, nah, let's try the other Vipers while at it for this occasion. So I tried the SRT10, which is basically a heavier but more horsepower variant. Which, yeah, the trade-off is, yeah, lesser handling, and yeah, you gotta deal with the panic button of the car. So make sure you get the private throttle. Now, I am driving racing mediums. I think they're driving racing hard, so technically I'm kind of cheating a bit, but I say loosely on that, they still turn so freaking good. But then again, I have only 2 weight reductions. I haven't put the third one. Because I don't know if it needed it, for example. Because I figured the racing mediums would cover the 3rd weight reduction on that case. And not only that, this is one of my plans for the 750 PP is have racing mediums, because you really need racing mediums when it comes to that category I'm planning on doing, which is the grade 3 at the windmill area, Sardega, I believe, something like that. And then just drive fast on through the Viper, because I am technically faster as long as it's a straightaway. I also gotta understand the gears too. You really want to keep the gears a bit deep, not too much. Not such. Yeah, there's a regular Viper and a racing Viper too. Yeah, you can also have the race car Vipers in this, which I saw that you can have the grade 4. I'm kind of scared of using the grade 4. I feel like that's gonna be the challenge mode, is that grade 4 one. I have to like see like where it hits on that, but yeah, otherwise I'm gonna avoid trying to use that. Because that just seems like a bad idea. Yeah, hauling like 200 miles per hour on the straightaway, like Jesus Christ. I'll haul ass, there you go. Then again, I think it has like 900 plus horsepower, so yeah. Like I said, got Bumblebee color looking Viper. But you're not Bumblebee though, you're supposed to be Camaro. Or wait. Yeah, or a I don't think he was a look like me. I think he was fairly vertical or something like that. I can't remember on that one. Very good though on that one. And then you got the more Vipers. Yeah, you got a couple of new ones here. I say new ones loosely. It's like 2015 at this point, 2013. Although we don't have the ACR, so dang it. But yeah, the ACR, very special Viper, as that was one of the production cars that held one of the most tightest times possible. So it's 7 minutes of 1 with the more recent ACR, while the ACR I made technically did 7 minutes 22 seconds as a production build car. Which by production build, the ACR did like 600 plus horsepower. Compared to the regular Viper, which I think regular Viper has like 480 plus. There we go. Yeah, I just watch this on the straightaways and stuff. But yeah, this is where the race cars are going to hurt big time, because the race cars are holding back by their aerodynamics big time. But yeah, you do need aerodynamics when it comes to a car to get more maneuverability, but if you put too much down, you get what's essentially held back going. And at the end of the day, the vehicle's not going to be moving as fast as one would be on a straightaway. That's as long as the race is a straightaway though. There's cases where races don't have a straightaway period. Except for like maybe the starting point, that's about it. But it makes sense because starting points are going to have straightaways no matter what. Should, but there's probably definitely those cases where there ain't one, and I just ate my own socks right now. Rock it to him. There's silver red stripe Viper that we saw at the cover. Yeah, That's the one that's flying right now, with a green-black stripe one. That's different. Got a blue without the stripes, without the stripes. It doesn't look the same. Where's the stripes? You need a stripe, damn it. Because even though ACR has a stripe. I do like the white and orange one behind me though. That's a nice color blend. I might do that too for the 2013 as well, because that's a nice color there going on there. And such. That I might try differently for that one, I'm not sure. I'll figure that out. Yep, I'm just trying to get up there in the front. And such. Yeah, I tried to mirror as much with the ACRs in terms of color and stuff. Hopefully I got it right. I will say it's more a prototype vinyl for now. Got enough to plan to finalize this. But you know, gotta get in the creative spirit and showcase. So because the thing is, we don't have the ACR, so. Which is really weird, because Gran Turismo usually goes after the special editions when it comes to a lot of certain cars, like the Integra. But it won't go after some special editions, like the Viper, for some reason. Like its ACRs. Okay, so there's 3 ACRs, I should say. There's the Gen 1.5 ACR, there's this ACR, which is the one people mostly know of. And then you have the last one, ACR. That almost broke the 7-minute record, so remembering North Viper. Almost did. But then I think either the Mustang GTD or something else broke it eventually. It's still pretty incredible at the end of that. But this represents how crazy this car's design was at the end of the day. Although, not surprised, because as I mentioned, its predecessor is or ancestor is basically the Cobra. And the Cobra is already fast enough. It's really the super roadster to have. It's what I call a super roadster. Well, this is a super sports car. But yeah, super sports car is like a hybrid just before the supercar build. Not to be too crude. And then there's the hypercar, which that's a stage above. This probably hasn't happened in Dragon Ball yet. Super Saiyan to Hyper Saiyan. That'd be funny. Yeah, I just watch these guys fly down the street. Ooh, pretty good. Yeah, let's say that downhill portion gets touchy. Then again, when it comes to Trail Mountain, I don't do the reverse way because I really don't like the reverse way. I usually go to the front way about this. So that was probably the one thing I didn't like, is the fact that it's in reverse way. I was like, oh. But I think I could be definitely wrong about this. It does feel like the reference to Gran Turismo 2's Viper's one like race, but that had the Viper RT though, so that's the one car that's missing through this. It should have the OG Viper RT as well in that case, but we don't. Because yeah, we have the 1.5 gen of Viper, we don't have the first Viper, which was the convertible roadster one. Because yeah, that was also super roadster. Although no traction control and no, I don't think no brake system or ABS either. And driver instability. You actually have to control that car. You actually have to understand it. But yeah, I've just seen the Viper GT3 just slowly going down. Because yeah, they had the turning potential, even though tire protector was not much of a pace here. But straight lines, that's where they get raced on. That gray one with the white stripes. Yeah, too bad they don't do racing decal and stuff on the Vipers. It gets like some good stuff. It's just missing that one key part, and that's about it. All it needs. Then if you do the other special Viper, the Team Orica non-stripe one, the spot one, in other words, that was another same one. Or I could be wrong. That's probably not Team Orica. It was probably something else for a racing team, but I just know that was a crazy one too. STP Viper, is what it's called. I don't know if they call it Taishin or not. Something like that. Yeah, I think it was called the Taishin. Something like that. It's really weird. There was another Gran Turismo 2 one. Besides Team Orica white, green stripe, or the red, white stripe, a lot of people know about too. Is that. And then you had the blue and white stripe one that Gran Turismo just made. I don't think there's a blue and white stripe one. As such. Yep, on to the last lap of this, which I will say by pay grade, this is a pretty good race too. Maybe a bit more on the time, but still fun. It's 130, and if you also drive clean, you get 190. Okay. Yeah, at like 13 minutes here, I would say. 13-minute race. So otherwise, not bad. Yeah, it just feels weird driving this one reverse though. This is a track where I debate whether to feel you should drive in reverse. But because of Gran Turismo old stuff, then again, they kind of did that for patent reasons, but then again. So now on to the World Touring Car 900 at the Autopolis International Racing Course. Which, yeah, look what I'm driving. Yes. Time to talk about this one. I am driving the GTR LM Nismo, which, if you don't know, is one of the worst LMPs you could ever drive, and I am dead serious on that. I think there's probably other worse LMPs out there, but this is definitely one of the worst ones, because not only I have to put it on racing hard tires, but there's a big problem about this car and why it's on racing hard tires. It's an FF, which, if you don't know what I mean by that, it's front engine, front drive, LMP hybrid car. This is also one of the times the hybrid system started to become more of a thing. The R18s and what's the other one? I think technically the Peugeots too. And then there's a 919. Oh yeah, someone wrecked here. Wonder what happened here. Oh, you really spun out. I don't even know how you did that. But yeah, the GTR LM Nismo is one of the worst mistakes Nissan has ever made. Besides the Delta Wing being another one of the worst ones. Although I think I would rather drive the Delta Wing over this, but yeah. Which, the thing is, though, I think they would want to get rid of it, but they can't get rid of it because the other problem is the GT Academy drove this. The GT Academy drove this sack of crap of LMP. Which, this thing is just terrible. It's so bad. Which, the thing is, I'm not gonna crap on the boost system of its hybrid. No, that part's fine. What's not fine is that, since being an FF, this just shows why FF is not a great future for racing. Because, as you can see, my tires are already red in the fronts. They are burning fast. Very fast. That, and I just don't think it's just a great car at the end of the day. I just really don't think so. It feels not bad. It's just the problem is what's going to burn faster is the tires at the end of the day, because tires are such a big factor when it comes to FS, which does make me wonder if the multiply is more of the reason of this than the car, but I don't know. I don't know what's really at fault here. But for an FF though, this is like one of the worst cars to drive. That, and you have to make sure to weight balance the back or the front more, because if you don't weight balance the front more, it's gonna freak out more than it should. Which, yeah, that explains why the tires are burning more, because it's weighed down more in the front. But you have to do that in order to hit that 900 pp. Could I do it in 800 pp? Probably, most likely, but I just don't know if it'd be that competitive against these guys though, because these are grade 2, except for that one. That's a grade 3. But yeah, why do we have grade 3 cars in here? I just don't understand. Because I will say, this World Touring car is also a mistake of its own too, because it's nice it has a grade 2 car, but what's not nice, and what's bad about it, we don't have any Group C pan cars in here either. For something that's supposed to be 900 pp of a World Touring race. Because it feels like the pan cars should be here, not the grade 3 cars. Because I don't think they're fast enough. So it's like, because I think you have to stick it on soft tires too to even get competitive. Yeah, I just gotta recheck here. I know I'm coming up to the super here. What's he wearing? Racing mediums. Okay, that might be fine-ish, maybe. On that part, but yeah, it's just not a great. I don't think grade 3s are that compatible enough versus grade 2s at the end of it. So he's wearing racing hard. Oh my god. For grade 3. Yeah, the GTR is a grade 3, the McLaren F1 is a grade 3, except that one's grade 2. And then you have the Super Dells back there, that's grade 3 too. Because they never made a grade 2 Super, because they used the SC4 instead. Kind of a big mistake, because production-wise, SC4 is one of the worst Supra clones, period. In terms, I wouldn't say by design, I would say by its cabin. I guess that's the worst cabin, period. Because I think by the outside design is fine, it's just the inside where it's bad. From what I heard. It's considered, in terms of Top Gear, one of the worst cars. Got Tira Ilmismo trying to get it there, which yeah, like almost 5 laps in, and these tires are almost so burned. Could you drive on bald tires? Yes, but it's just not worth. I wouldn't recommend it though. It just, this is definitely one of the worst LMPs up the end there to drive, and it makes me wonder, like, how do you drive this? How do they drive this at the end of the day? Did they just gentrify the throttle on the way, or what exactly? But then again, the power probably ain't as pushed as I did, because I will say I think that's the one mistake I did. I pushed the power like so high that it's just gonna burn the tires at this point. And then the other bad thing too, it being a hybrid system. I will say the one bad thing when it comes to hybrid system cars, that's the one thing you cannot upgrade is a hybrid system. Except maybe the ECU, I'm gonna guess. But to say though, the more you upgrade, the faster the hybrid system's gonna burn. I'm just gonna say that. Because otherwise, it'll be more useful for a boost system, but it's not gonna be for this situation here. But I made it more power into the engine than to the hybrid system. So that's the biggest problem when it comes to upgrading hybrid cars. Is that you're upgrading the engine, you're not really much upgrading the hybrid system. So internally, you could be burning the system more than it should. or the system's just irrelevant to a degree. Besides, you know, getting you from up to go. And the other thing I noticed too, when you pit hybrid cars, you do get some charge back, luckily. Which, I don't know if that was an added feature or not. I felt like that wasn't added, but it's there though. Or that the charge is given that much, I'm not sure what to say on that. Yeah, speaking of, there's the SC4 there, then got the NSX GT500 2008 version. Since now we got the 2000 version, I believe. And now we haven't seen that one. SC4 Rouge. But yeah, like I said, it's a Supra, but it's just not a Supra people watch. Because I don't think it's a bad looking car. I really don't think. From the looks of it. I do think it was kind of a stage up from the Supra, just not enough. Then again, the other problem is, when Lexus came in, Lexus didn't really, you know, didn't really show that, oh hey, it has a super motor in it. That's like another Lexus car has it too. I'm gonna say it's Toyota name instead though, the Altezza. I think it's like the IS 300 or something like that. Or AS 300, something like that. It's a really weird name. It's like, I think the other name it was called the Toyota Callisto or something like that. But yeah, it did got some rain, but the rain didn't do much. See on top of it. No, it's just me trying to get up here, try to get up to these guys as quick as I can. Which is very difficult. You know, tires will just burn like no tomorrow. But yeah, I love the bio too, because I went to go look at the bio too. And I just love it, it just mentions, oh, it's up for it's trying to go up for grabs of victory on Le Mans and stuff at the end of its bio. It does not mention when it loses at all, because this car lost a big time. Matter of fact, it lost so big, I'm kind of surprised Gran Turismo even has it at this point. Besides the Delta Wing, where the Delta Wing is also bad too. And the best part, made by the same guy. It's just funny stuff, I guess. And yeah, the other worst part about this car, it's called a GTR. I do not see GTR in this car at all. Besides maybe the V6 motor at the end of it, that's really it. But for something called the GTR, it looks nothing like a GTR. Besides have some fundamental front pieces and backlights, but you can always do that anyway. That doesn't make it called the GTR at the end of it. No, you gotta have the character, which is the biggest problem that car doesn't have any character. But yeah, that is a big importance when it comes to the performance of these cars. I feel, although, I mean, at the end of the day, I could say the PP is faulty at the end of the day. But what really drives these cars to higher performance than normal is their character. What drives them, basically. Because yeah, the only one thing this LMP has is the front, I think, and the back lights. A little bit. It's just funny stuff. I just can't believe they just thought that. I was like, oh, we're gonna make an FF with the hybrid system. You know that'll work, and the best part, I did test this afterwards. Try it as a grade 2 racer. It works so much better as a grade 2 racer. So much better. So yeah, the power is the biggest fault when it comes to this car at the end of that. And such. But yeah, I tried a basic grade 2 race. It worked so much better. That's such. They got on to basically the last bit of this race and such. surprised how talkative I am about this time around. But then again, I had a lot to talk about. And if I can find cars that I get interest to talk about, it helps. Like, I might do the engine swap first. So, that way I can just showcase the engine swaps. Because I was going to do a standalone video just showcasing all the engine swaps and stuff, but I'm also kind of debating on that. Oh, wait. I should technically go out of my way to do that, though. I don't know. It's very debatable. I want to go about it and such. C4 is fueled. Now they're starting to fuel. Yeah, 900 pp. This car still has kind of a struggle to beat the competitors here at the end of the day, which is sad. That's sad. I must say. I mean, the good part about this LMP is that it weighs like 2,132 pounds, I recall. So very light. Not really heavy at all. That's probably like the one good thing it's got going on. But yeah, it's just overall that LMP didn't really do much. And not surprised. In fact, I do have a design to do for that car in the future. That's my buddy basically helped me inspire for it. Design, which is aka a magic card, because it literally is the magic card for the LMPs. It's that bad. Yeah, I'd be scared to do this in an LMP event. I am gonna say that for sure. It's like, the car's that bad. Give away for faster cars. I'm trying. It's trying to get there, it just can't. At all. It's that freaking slow. Swirl on by, there we go. Yeah, I got 2 more contenders yet. Am I ever gonna get them? I'm gonna say yes, because of a reason. A reason that I'm not sure what exactly happened here, but you'll see here in basically a bit. But just to say, they already pit it once. But what happens here in a bit is just very confusing, because they should have basically just won this at this point, but they didn't instead. Yeah, I would say I was gonna say I was gonna take 3rd place on this. Yeah, every time I look at that billboard back there, that looks like a SpongeBob billboard. It's weird. For some reason. There's supposed to got a SpongeBob billboard here. But yeah, they pit it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna guess just because of fuel reasons, but it's just very weird at the end of the day, because they also pit it earlier, too. So it doesn't make any sense. But even the NSX pit too, it's like they just got a little bit of fuel, but then they realized they were burning too much again. It's really weird. It's so strange, man. He's a knife right now. And pretty good. That's a. Yeah, no, basically just drive us a victory in that case. It's like, okay, just somehow win this. I really shouldn't have, but I did. Because like I said, it's that bad. 900 pp again, by the way. I'm gonna keep referring to that, because yeah, this should like flat out kill these guys at the end of the day. It don't. It's that pathetic in terms of performance and such. It's a bad car. Then I got these other Nismos, which I feel so bad, because not only I'm humiliating myself, I'm also humiliating the competition at the end of the day. It's like the biggest disgrace you could pull in for a racetrack, for a race session at the end of the day. Oh man, you got all these nice great shoot cars. What the heck is this? What is this? at the end of the day. But that basically ends that at the end of the day. As I basically struck through victory, and I just feel so bad. Thank God. Thank God I'm driving this once, but yeah, now for the rewards. So I got a daily ticket, and I think that's a weekly ticket too, or that's just no, I'm pretty sure that's a weekly ticket. And here we go with the first reward, and it's freaking pocket change. Oh my God, it's pocket change. And what do we get for this one? And it's... I'm sorry to inform you, we have more than pocket change. Yeah, that's basically rewards, just money rewards at the end of the day. So, otherwise, garbage, besides the tickets. But until then, people, I'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see ya.